It's Father Barry again, and as we continue our Holy Week series, I get to introduce to you Good Friday. And you'll notice that as I'm recording this, we're still in the 5th week of Lent, so the crucifix is covered. Why would the crucifix be covered? It's because in many ways in our life we have tamed the cross. What do I mean by that? People have tattoos or rings or necklaces with the cross. But we've forgotten whenever we walk into a church what it is. It should strike us. Imagine you've walked into a church for the first time and you've never heard of Christ or Christianity, and you walk in and you see a human being on this instrument of torture. You would probably turn around and walk right out of the church. It would scare you. And so this cross, which is veiled right now, is supposed to, whenever it's unveiled, surprise us, shock us, allow us to see Christ fresh and anew. Now, why would we venerate a cross? Why would we venerate an instrument of torture? It's because through that instrument, we've received our healing. There's a scene in the book of Numbers in which a serpent is raised up on a pole. These serpents were biting the people of Israel in the desert. And Moses says, "Lord, how do I get them to stop?" And he says, "Raise up an image of a serpent." And Moses says, "Should we be raising up images?" And God says, "It's okay this time. I want them to look at this serpent." And Moses says, "Why would they want to look at what is hurting them and what is killing them?" And God says, "How can you be healed unless you look deeply at what is hurting you?" And that snake wrapped around the pole became a symbol of modern medicine. You may see it on the back of an EMS truck or on a doctor's jacket. And we believe during Good Friday, when we look at that cross, that instrument of pain, and we reverence that, we realize it's by the wounds of Christ that we are healed. And so we get a chance to reverence, what we call venerate, the cross during Good Friday, and everyone is invited into a beautiful reliving of the passion, the suffering of Christ.